Hi guys, welcome back to our third video on the subject of correlation between a gap up, or in this case we're going to look at a gap down, the intraday trend and the volume. So we need to basically treat gap ups or gap downs in the same manner. It doesn't matter to us as day traders if the stock is moving up or down. We're just hunting the opportunity, and if the stock is weak and we can find an opportunity to short it, and on most occasions shorts will be available, although there are issues from time to time where a stock is not available as opposed to 100% of stocks are available to buy. I have to say that ballpark number is that 90% of stocks, maybe more, depends on your broker, are available to short. In order to short, you need, of course, a margin account. Not going to go into that right now, but we need to treat the long sides of the market and the short side of the market in the same manner, sometimes even prioritize the short side, because as a rule of thumb, shorts move or work faster. Now, yesterday it was a red day. The SPY and the Qs were traded lower most of the time. The Qs ended up down 0.9%. This is why the list is today loaded with more shorts than on average. And of course, the worst performing sector was the solar energy sector, and the reason for that was that there was a decision in the US Senate to stop subsidies on some clean energy projects like solar energy, like wind energy projects all over the US, or move subsidies from this sector to others. So let's take a look overall at the candidates here. We have candidates here that are down 33%, 23%, and so forth. We're not going to go to the extremes in this case. Okay, just to make a point, let's go with 30. You know what? Let's go with QUBT. Why? Because it's so liquid, volatile, good day trading stock. Despite the price which is not 40, 50, or 80, it's a very good mover. The volumes are amazing. Okay, let's take a look and see what happened here. Okay, let's go to the daily chart first, year to date, and see what happens. So if you remember, Monday, an amazing move, a 25% move in QUBT, which almost touched 22. Yesterday it gapped down and ended up in the trading day as a doji. You can see huge volumes. The volume yesterday was nearly 50 million shares. The prior day, 65 million shares. Obviously a volatile stock. Quantum computing is hot. The stock ended up being down nearly 7% yesterday, 6.74. Okay, let's take a look now at the intraday chart and see what happened here. So this is the chart of the stock. Let's refresh it, so we'll see what we're doing. Okay, so this is the close, obviously. Where is it? Hold on a second. The close here on Monday, the open here on Tuesday. Sorry, it wasn't there, it was here. That's the open on Tuesday, and then this is the price section. So what do we observe here? First of all, a big gap, then a reversal that was actually a buying opportunity. Looking back at this, and we love to see those uptrending or downtrending channel. And then hold on a second, guys, let me add the view up to the chart. Okay, here it is. Good. And so we had an uptrending channel, and then a downtrending channel, and now the question is, first of all, can you observe a trend in this stock? And if so, can you take advantage? And if you observe a trend, should you act on it if it is a downtrend and the daily is pointing to a clear uptrend? I have to say, up front, I will have to say that despite the gap down, not taking into account the daily chart, in this case is a mistake. Okay, so it did open with a gap down, but look at this. The stock is basically climbing from 9, let's call it 950 higher until 1215. So almost 3 hours. This move here is a 3-hour move from the lows to the highs. 3 hours. Now during these 3 hours, can you take advantage and enter the trend, which is clear? Then what happens after? It's super ugly, but can you take advantage for a short play? I mean, it obviously nearly closed the gap. Take a look, guys, at this phenomenon. Almost closed the gap, and then ricocheted lower, touched the view up. Very, very technical. I have to say that this is a confusing chart. Why? There are so many trend changes. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3. I ignore this one and use it as a sideways move, and then so we have 1, 2, 3 major trend changes, and then sideways with looking at this chart, it makes you wonder where is, if you observe a trade here, where is the entry, what is the risk on the trade, and this is all in retrospect. I mean, if you trading real life and you think that you can guess an entry here, I think it's far-fetched. So I think the only place, I have to say that this is my opinion. It's not like I have a monopoly on these opinions. Hold on a second, not very clear. This area, this is where you needed to find an entry, anywhere between 9:50 to 12 o'clock. So where is the entry? The trivial number is clearly this 20. So if you enter at 20 and you use the view up at 20 cents, this is your trade, basically. This is your trade, and the target was, as you can see, 21. So I'm not suggesting that you could have sold at 21, but if you buy at 20, according to the intraday chart and the daily chart mainly, because that's the motivation here to even look at QUBT, and you take a 20-cent risk on the trade, which is exactly 1%. Remember that 1% rule? So you take the 1% rule here, and it doesn't matter if you buy here $100,000 or $50,000 or $5,000. The liquidity is just amazing. Just to make a point, the liquidity here on this bar is volume 700, 800, let's call it 800,000 shares. 800,000 shares you can buy as a trader. Any amount of shares get filled within 3 to 5 cents max. Okay, that's with the market order. If you have using limit orders, that can be a bit different, but with the market order this huge bar of liquidity exactly obviously is exactly at 20, because this is the real entry. Now if we're looking and thinking about taking profits off the table here, I would have said let's go further, stay at 20, and then move the stop loss maybe to this area, 2040, or most likely 2050, and capture 50 cents instead of $1 at the expense of maybe moving higher. And again, the outlook here is not on the intraday chart, because you definitely are exposed to the strength or amazing strength of the daily chart. So if you want to summarize this gap down, it's a long play. Okay, I'm not suggesting that it cannot be a short play, but there weren't any flags or triggers before the stock reversed and it was at 21, other than this consolidation and the round number. So it faked at 21, pulled back, and instead of continuing higher here over 21, the stock does this back to earth type of a move. So this is $1.50, not taking into account the VWAP, which is totally run over in this case. So guys, let me know what you think. This is definitely a tough, even in retrospect, it's a tough decision how to trade this stock. I think the trivial one is the long leg here because of the daily chart, and the reversal here a bit, I don't want to say totally off balance, because there still was this gap down signal. This is a strong signal of profit taking. Overall, I have to say that this stock, despite being $20 stock, as long as there is momentum and those huge volumes, it's a very good day trading stock. Normally we don't say that about $20 stocks. This one is outstanding. It won't last long, but as long as it lasts, I mean, it may last another 3 days, may last another 3 months. This interest of institutional traders and the rest of the market in QUBT, which delivered unbelievable results this year. Okay guys, okay, this time we are not in a rush. We still have 2 minutes, so I will close the video right here, and we'll move to the fourth part immediately after, and that will be the end of our educational videos on this topic for today. Thanks a lot for being here with us. Please remember, you can subscribe for the weekend seminar, Sunday 1 p.m. Of course, it's a free seminar that covers day trading topics, and depends on how many people will sign up. Maybe you can, if dozens of people will sign up, we'll do it, an open. Everybody will have a mic open, and then you can ask all kind of questions as you feel comfortable with. So please share this video with your day trading friends, and we'll see you in the next video.